Hello everyone. So welcome to the class 6 of our IBSA interview guidance program. Today we are going to present the international relations and the security. So before starting out, I want to clarify one thing that we are conducting this free live class for our IBSA free guidance interview program. Now this class will also go live on YouTube. So if you are watching us on YouTube, uh, I want to introduce myself. I am Ritika. I am the co-founder of IB Prep along with the Surat sir, and we have collaborated with Prep Forum for the IBSA interview guidance program and for the upcoming IB courses. So basically, we are providing you information regarding the IB examinations, and this time we have started with the IBSA free interview guidance program. Under this, we are conducting certain classes for the IBSA interview, like we have already conducted 5 classes and we have also conducted 2 free sessions on YouTube. So if you have not followed us previously, I would recommend you to please follow us on IB Prep. This is our handle for Telegram. This is our handle for Telegram. So you can follow us over there. Am I audible to all? Am I audible? Please just answer in yes or no. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I was telling you that you can follow us on this Telegram ID and also please follow our YouTube channel. There you get all the latest information regarding the IB examinations at first place. जितनी भी इंफॉर्मेशन होती है एग्जामिनेशन से रिलेटेड, उनकी नोटिफिकेशन से रिलेटेड, सबसे पहले आपको हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल और हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पे मिलेगी. अभी जो हमने IBSA के लिए फ्री इंटरव्यू गाइडेंस प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट करा है, उसका बैच ऑलरेडी हमारा चल रहा है. तो अगर आप बैच के लिए एनरोल करना चाहते हो तो यू कैन व्हाट्सएप ऑन दीज नंबर्स. Already under this program we have conducted 5 classes. This is the 6th class where we will study that how the questions will be related to the international relations in your IBSA interview. So जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं जिनका अभी अपकमिंग इंटरव्यू स्केड्यूल्ड है जून में फॉर द IBSA, प्लीज यू कैन गो थ्रू द प्रीवियस 2 क्लासेस ऑन द बेसिक इंटरव्यू गाइडेंस on our YouTube channel and join our course by sending us your query on these numbers, and you can join our course and see the remaining classes also. And if you want to have the mock interview, so we are conducting 3 mock interviews just for 500 rupees for the coming IBSA program. So if you are interested in giving one-to-one mock to the panel so that you get the real feeling of the examination, you can book your mock interviews with us. We are conducting them already. Many students have already enrolled, so don't get left out. Practice how the real mock will look like. जितना आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे उतना आपके लिए अच्छा है, उतने आप कॉन्फिडेंट होंगे अपने एक्चुअल इंटरव्यू में. ओके, तो अब हम स्टार्ट करते हैं हमारा आज का सेशन विच इज ऑन द इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस. ओके, सबसे पहले हम समझते हैं कि इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस क्या होता है. तो देखिए, इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस क्या है? व्हेन 2 or more countries they are interacting with each other, right? So it is the study of the interaction between सॉवरिन स्टेट्स. सॉवरिन का क्या मतलब होता है? सॉवरिन का मतलब होता है वो कंट्री जो इंडिपेंडेंट है अपने डिसीजन मेकिंग के लिए. द कंट्री दैट इज इंडिपेंडेंट टू टेक इट्स ओन डिसीजन. हमें ये जानना है कि हमारे लिए एक अंडरलाइंग फीचर क्या है इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस में कि कोई भी परमानेंट फ्रेंड्स नहीं होते, कोई भी परमानेंट एनिमीज नहीं होते। परमानेंट क्या होता है? हमारे नेशनल इंटरेस्ट। ओके, सो इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस का मतलब इंडिया के पर्सपेक्टिव से क्या हो गया कि इंडिया की इंटरैक्शंस हमें देखनी है बाकी वर्ल्ड से, हाउ इंडिया इज इंटरैक्टिंग विद द रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, विद द रेस्ट ऑफ द कंट्रीज, and while interaction, what is the core principle that India follows? The core principle is that protecting our national interest. So हमेशा जब भी आप आईबी में अगर वो आपको फंसाना चाहे किसी क्वेश्चन में, ठीक है, आप हमेशा याद रखना सबसे प्राइमरी आपके लिए क्या होंगे? आपके नेशनल इंटरेस्ट। नथिंग विल बी अबव द सिक्योरिटी एंड सॉवरेनिटी ऑफ योर कंट्री। सो प्लीज कीप दीज थिंग्स इन माइंड। सो नेक्स्ट अब हमें देखना है कि फॉरेन पॉलिसी इंडिया में कैसे इवॉल्व करी है, ठीक है, विद टाइम। सो देखो, इसको हम समझते हैं बेसिकली हम अपनी फॉरेन पॉलिसी को डिवाइड करेंगे 4 फेजेस में, ठीक है। तो जो हमारा फर्स्ट फेज था फॉरेन पॉलिसी का, वो था बेसिकली 1947 से लेके 1962 तक। दैट वाज द फेज ऑफ आइडियलिज्म, ठीक है। उसमें हमने क्या मेंटेन करा? उसमें हमने ये मेंटेन करा कि हम किसी भी कंट्री का पार्ट, किसी भी अलायंस का पार्ट नहीं बनेंगे, हम अपनी एक ऑटोनॉमी मेंटेन करके रखेंगे। और तब हम एक कॉन्सेप्ट लाए थे नॉन अलाइंड मूवमेंट का। आई होप आपने सबने सुना होगा नॉन अलाइंड मूवमेंट क्या था। इंडिया ने विद द लीडर्स ऑफ इजिप्ट, यूगोस्लाविया, नॉन अलाइनमेंट मूवमेंट नेहरू जी ने स्टार्ट करा था, ठीक है, जिसमें हमने बोला था कि हम अपनी एक स्ट्रैटेजिक ऑटोनॉमी मेंटेन कर रहे हैं कि ना तो, क्योंकि देखो उस टाइम पे कंटेक्स्ट समझो वर्ल्ड का क्या था। उस टाइम पे द वर्ल्ड वाज बेसिकली डिवाइडेड इनटू 2 ब्लॉक्स। वन वाज द यूएस ब्लॉक एंड द अदर वाज द यूएसएसआर ब्लॉक, जो आज का रशिया है, तब वो यूएसएसआर हुआ करता था। बट इंडिया ये चाहता था कि ना तो हम यूएस को फेवर करें, ना हम यूएसएसआर को फेवर करें, क्योंकि हम किसी पे डिपेंडेंट नहीं होना चाहते थे, हम अपनी खुद की ऑटोनॉमी मेंटेन करके रखना चाहते थे। तो उन्होंने बोला कि देखो हम तो नॉन अलाइंड रहेंगे, ना हम यूएस के साथ है ना हम यूएसएसआर के साथ है। हमें जब जिसकी जरूरत पड़ेगी तब हम उसकी मदद लेंगे भी और हम सबकी मदद करेंगे भी, ठीक है। तो पहले 10-12 साल हमने ये पॉलिसी फॉलो करी, दैट वाज फेवरिंग अस। उसके बाद 1962 में इंडिया चाइना वॉर हो जाती है। इंडिया चाइना वॉर के टाइम जब हमें पता चलता है कि हमारी किसी ने मदद नहीं करी, nobody stood with us, then we slightly shifted our policy to what is called as the strategic realism. Okay, हमने फिर देखा कि जब तक हम अपनी पावर को खुद नहीं बढ़ाएंगे, जब तक हम अपने आप को रीजनली असर्ट नहीं करेंगे, तब तक nobody is going to take us seriously in this world. That is why we came up with the concept of strategic realism कि हम अपनी कैपेबिलिटीज को डेवलप करने में हेल्प करेंगे, ना कि हम किसी पे डिपेंडेंट रहेंगे आर्म्स सप्लाई के लिए या हमें सपोर्ट करने के लिए वॉर पे। And from 1991 when the USSR it disintegrated into many parts, उसके बाद we followed the policy of pragmatism. pragmatism क्या होता है? प्रैक्टिकलिटी, ठीक है। कोल्ड वॉर खत्म हो गया 1991 में विद द डिसइंटीग्रेशन ऑफ यूएसएसआर। फिर हमने अपनाई लुक ईस्ट पॉलिसी और हम अपने टाइज हमने यूएस के साथ भी स्ट्रॉन्ग करे, क्योंकि तब हमारी कंट्रीज में क्या आए? एलपीजी रिफॉर्म्स। बिकॉज ऑफ दीज एलपीजी रिफॉर्म्स मेनी प्राइवेट कंपनीज दे स्टार्टेड एंटरिंग कंट्री, हमारी इकोनॉमी लिबरलाइज्ड हो गई। तो अब हमें सबके साथ अच्छे रिलेशंस मेंटेन करने हैं ताकि हमारी इकोनॉमी स्ट्रॉन्ग हो। तो इसलिए हमने प्रैक्टिकलिटी की अप्रोच अपनाई कि कोई हमारा दुश्मन नहीं है, कोई हमारा दोस्त नहीं है, हम जो भी है हम अपनी कैपेबिलिटीज खुद डेवलप कर रहे हैं, और जो हमारे साथ हमें अच्छी डील करेगा, हमारे साथ जो अच्छे पार्टनरशिप्स करेगा, चाहे वो डिफेंस में हो, चाहे वो आपके इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस में हो, चाहे वो एनवायरनमेंट में हो, हम सबके लिए हमारे इंडिया के जो डोर्स है दैट आर ओपन टू ऑल. Okay, so that comes under your pragmatism. Then 2014 onwards we have shifted our focus to multi alignment. मल्टी अलाइनमेंट क्या है कि हम स्ट्रैटेजिकली न्यूट्रल रहेंगे और हम इशू बेस्ड अलाइनमेंट करेंगे रादर देन हम किसी कंट्री पे डिपेंडेंट होने के. हम इश्यूज, अब इश्यूज क्या है, वी आर अ डेवलपिंग कंट्री, तो हमारे जो भी इश्यूज है एज अ डेवलपिंग कंट्री उनको हमें सपोर्ट करना है. तो आप देखोगे WTO में भी इंडिया एक ही स्टांस रखता है कि डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज को सपोर्ट मिलना चाहिए इन द फॉर्म ऑफ सब्सिडीज. देन UNFCC में भी हम बोलते हैं कि हमारे ऊपर लीगली बाइंडिंग आप रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस मत लगाओ. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो द सेम स्टांस कि डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज should not be pushed for any legal commitments because we are not developed yet. राइट. तो अब हमने इशू बेस्ड चीज़ों को उठाना शुरू कर दिया है. हम क्वाड के साथ भी एंगेज रहते हैं, हम ब्रिक्स के साथ भी एंगेज रहते हैं, हम आसियान के साथ भी कोशिश करते हैं एंगेज करने का, हम एपिक के साथ भी कोशिश करते हैं, उसी समय हम बीम्स्टेक पे भी फोकस कर रहे हैं. सो हम चाहते हैं जहाँ जहाँ पे इंडिया के इंटरेस्ट लाए करे वहाँ पर हम चीज़ों को सपोर्ट करें. हम कहीं से भी वंचित नहीं रहना चाहते. बट हाँ, हम अपनी न्यूट्रलिटी हमेशा मेंटेन करके रखेंगे. और कोर प्राइमरी इंटरेस्ट क्या होगा इंडिया का? टू मेंटेन नेशनल सिक्योरिटी, टू मेंटेन नेशनल सिक्योरिटी. तो ये सब चीज़ें हमें क्यों पढ़नी है? ये सब चीज़ें हमें इसलिए देख रही हैं ताकि हमारे पास एक ओवरव्यू हो कि अभी तक इंडिया की क्या फॉरेन पॉलिसी रही है. वो आपसे पूछ भी सकते हैं इंटरव्यू में कि प्लीज टेल अस व्हाट आर द कोर प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ द इंडियन फॉरेन पॉलिसी. तो व्हेन यू विल यूज द कीवर्ड्स लाइक मल्टी अलाइनमेंट, इशू बेस्ड अलाइनमेंट, स्टैटिक न्यूट्रलिटी, pragmatism, only then they will perceive you as serious candidates. Okay, so that is why I am telling you all these keywords, these matter while you answer. So एक हमें ब्रीफ आइडिया हमेशा होनी चाहिए कि हमारी फॉरेन पॉलिसी क्या है. So I would suggest you please go the first topic that everyone should prepare under IR is to have a brief historical background on the evolution of India's foreign policy. Brief historical background. And second, you will prepare the core principles. Core principles of India's foreign policy. Core principles of Indian foreign policy. वो हम प्रिपेयर करेंगे. और एक आप सब ने सुना होगा 1990s में वी एडॉप्टेड समथिंग कॉल्ड एज गुजराल डॉक्ट्रीन. तो ये जो गुजराल डॉक्ट्रीन है आज भी हमारी फॉरेन पॉलिसी इन्हीं डॉक्ट्रीन्स पर, इसी प्रिंसिपल पर बेस्ड है. सो ये सारी चीज़ें आप प्रिपेयर करेंगे अपने इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस के लिए, एंड इट विल हार्डली टेक यू 1 hour टू प्रिपेयर. एंड इफ यू फेस एनी प्रॉब्लम व्हाइल प्रिपेयरिंग देम, वी आर प्रेजेंट, प्लीज अप्रोच अस, वी विल हेल्प यू. आई होप ऑल दिस इज क्लियर. ओके, नाउ सी, अब हम क्या करेंगे ना, अब हमने एक बेसिक कोर समझ लिया कि हमारा फॉरेन पॉलिसी का एक क्या बेसिक मोटिव रहता है या क्या एक बेसिक ऑब्जेक्टिव है हमारी फॉरेन पॉलिसी का. ठीक है, दैट इज टू बेसिकली मेंटेन द स्ट्रैटेजिक ऑटोनॉमी एंड द न्यूट्रलिटी. अब हम ये देखेंगे हमारे अभी जो रीसेंट इंटरनेशनल इश्यूज है वो कौन कौन से इश्यूज अभी प्रेवलेंट है, कौन कौन से इश्यूज हमें मेजरली प्रिपेयर करने हैं. एंड दीज वर द इश्यूज दैट IB asked in ACIO interview as well. ठीक है, सो आई विल ब्रीफ यू कि वो इशू क्या है, उसमें से क्या प्रोबेबल क्वेश्चंस हो सकते हैं। सो वही सब चीज़ें हमें अपने दिमाग में याद रखनी है और उन्हीं पैरामीटर्स पे उन चीज़ों को प्रिपेयर करना है। तो आई हैव डिवाइडेड दिस सेशन इन दिस वे ओनली दैट वी अंडरस्टैंड द बेसिक ऑफ आवर फॉरेन पॉलिसी। Okay, then what are the contemporary issues that we have to prepare? And then what could be the probable questions from these topics in your upcoming IBSA interview? एंड उसके बाद हमें इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस को ना सिर्फ इंटरनेशनल पॉइंट उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से नहीं करना। दिस इज़ नॉट अ रैंडम यूपीएससी इंटरव्यू और द यूपीएससी एग्ज़ाम जहाँ पर वो आपसे खाली आईआर पर्सपेक्टिव जानना चाहते हैं। हमें ये सीखना है कि कैसे हमें आईआर के इशू को लिंक करना है हमारे सिक्योरिटी से, बिकॉज दिस इज हेयर वेयर द एसेंस ऑफ द आईबी एग्जाम्स विल लाई। उन्हें ये नहीं पूछना कि अगर कोई इशू है इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन का तो उसके क्या कॉजेज है, वो ये पूछेंगे कि उसका क्या इम्पैक्ट होगा इंडिया की सिक्योरिटी पे, या एज एन IBSA ऑफिसर हाउ do you think this global issue is going to impact India in terms of national security? How it will impact our external security, how it will impact our internal security. So we should have an understanding of these topics from the security point of view. And this will be my suggestion to all the students who are preparing. अगर आप कोई भी global events, कोई भी करंट अफेयर प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं फ्रॉम द इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस, बस उसके फैक्ट्स मत याद कीजिए, आप ये देखिए कि उसका लिंकेज सिक्योरिटी से कैसे है, बिकॉज देयर आंसर्स विल देयर क्वेश्चंस will rotate around security angle only, right? So see, the most perennial challenge for India's neighborhood is the China. We have the issues at our border. In border, you know, India, if we see the map of India, so China के साथ we have a huge border, right? Starting from here till the northeast, we have till northeast we are going to have a long border with China. So China claims sovereignty over Arunachal Pradesh. Then we had the Doklam issue. We also had the issue of the Galwan Valley. ठीक है, so just go and see कि what border disputes we had with China in the recent past 5 to 6 years. Okay, and just see what strategy China follows. If you will go and study, you will see that you will come across the word as the salami slicing. So क्या होता है salami slicing? Salami slicing होता है basically China use this tactic of salami slicing as its policy of the international intervention. So under salami slicing, basically it uses like a series of small events to disrupt the region rather than going for a full-fledged war, rather than making an attack. What it will do is that it will take small steps. For example, creating the Doklam issue, creating Galwan clashes, then asserting sovereignty on Arunachal Pradesh. All these are small tactics to disturb India. Rather than going and attacking India, मतलब इंडिया को आगे से आके अटैक करने की बजाय सीधा ऐसी छोटी छोटी चीज़ें करके परेशान करो, ताकि कोई ऐसा ग्लोबल सिग्नल भी ना जाए कि ये कंट्री बहुत हॉस्टाइल है, बट साथ ही साथ जिस कंट्री को परेशान करना चाहे वो परेशान हो सके। ठीक है, सो दिस इज नोन एज द सलामी स्लाइसिंग स्ट्रैटेजी दैट इज यूज्ड बाय चाइना as their international to basically build their international relations. Then second thing they do is that they build the infrastructure in the vicinity. You know that we have uh, basically Pakistan occupied Kashmir ka part. In that also we see that China is helping Pakistan to build infrastructure over here. Then through its OBOR, China is building different ports around India. In Bangladesh, in Myanmar, in Sri Lanka, it is building ports. Then in Djibouti, it is building ports. So it is surrounding India by the strategic ports. This is also known as the China's naval of string of pearl policy. And counter to this, what is India's policy? We should know that. If they have string of pearls, then we have pearl of diamonds. Okay. अब आप लोगों के लिए IBSC वालों के लिए क्या इम्पोर्टेंट है इसमें समझना, सबसे पहले वी शुड बी अवेयर ऑफ द टर्मिनोलॉजीज. चाइना क्या क्या चीज़ें यूज़ करता है, क्या क्या टैक्टिक्स यूज़ करता है. तो एक जैसे हमने देखा सलामी स्लाइसिंग, एक वो क्या यूज़ करता है, चेक बुक डिप्लोमेसी. China give huge loans, unsustainable loans to the countries, and then take the infrastructure on lease for many years in return. So that is known as the debt trap policy or the checkbook diplomacy that China is adopting in Africa with respect to Sri Lanka. So इंटरव्यू के पर्सपेक्टिव से हमें यही चीज़ें पता होनी चाहिए कि कौन सी कंट्री क्या टैक्टिक्स यूज़ करती है इंडिया के आसपास के रीजन को मैनिपुलेट करने के लिए, और इस इशू से इंडिया पे क्या सिक्योरिटी इशू क्रिएट हो सकता है. बताओ इससे क्या क्या सिक्योरिटी इशू इस पे क्रिएट हो सकता है. हमारे पास टेररिज्म का इशू क्रिएट हो सकता है सिक्योरिटी चैलेंजेस में, राइट. इलीगल माइग्रेशन का इशू क्रिएट हो सकता है, रेडिकलाइजेशन का इशू क्रिएट हो सकता है सिक्योरिटी पर्सपेक्टिव से. सो वो आपसे यही पूछेंगे कि अगर आप IBSC ऑफिसर हो, आपको ऐसे इंटेलिजेंस मिलती है कि चाइना की जो ट्रूप्स है वो ऐसे इन्वेड कर रहे हैं, तो आप उस सिचुएशन में क्या करोगे, कैसे उस इनपुट का आप यूज़ करोगे. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर. So one becomes your China, one is your China issue. Okay, then we have the different means of warfare that is being used nowadays in the wars that we see. Okay, in basically India-Pakistan clashes last year, you would have heard the word drone smuggling. Okay, there is cross-border weapon and the narcotic exchanges that is happening in the Punjab and the Jammu regions. Okay, using the commercial drones. So through drones, the smuggling is being done in the border areas. So you should be aware of this term drone smuggling. They can ask you, do you understand what is drone smuggling? If yes, then what kind of security issues does it create? And as an IB officer, what measures you would suggest to the government to overcome the problem of the drone smuggling? तो आप बताओगे कि हम सर्विलियंस बढ़ाएंगे, हम ऐसे सैटेलाइट्स लाएंगे that are able to track the drone movements. Then cyber influence, which is linked to your misinformation, or what we can say that fake news. Through fake news, what happens? Various communities or the various interest group, they try to radicalize the youth of the country, right? So that is also one of the major security issues that is arising. Then we have the problem of proxy threats, the terror networks. They leverage the social media sites for the domestic recruitment. So basically you have to just upgrade your vocabulary to use such words while answering the interview questions, so that they get to know that you know the terminology and you are a well-read candidate. Okay. Then as we study China, then I would suggest you to prepare all the neighborhood countries, because this is the perennial challenge for India, right? So what are the risks that we have with respect to the Bangladesh? Now the government has been toppled over there. There is the military rule. So what kind of the political transactions it happened, and due to this political transaction, how it will impact our security? So see which border states will get affected. This will give rise to the problem of illegal migration in West Bengal, right? In the northeast, Myanmar. With Myanmar, we have the problems that, because it's a very free border, we have the free movement regime with Myanmar. So because of that regime, we face that the insurgent groups of northeast, they get safe havens in Myanmar. So that creates a security issue for us. With respect to Sri Lanka, the economic debt trap of Sri Lanka, then the fishermen issue of Sri Lanka, how all the candidates who belong from the southern states of Kerala, especially Tamil Nadu, they should prepare this fishermen issue with respect to Sri Lanka. So see how this fishermen issue create the security challenges for Tamil Nadu. What steps have been taken by India till now to overcome all these challenges? And especially in the recent past 1 or 2 years, what steps have been taken? Okay. So with respect to the neighborhood countries, just prepare the various issues that we have with them, and what steps have been taken in the recent 2 years to overcome these issues. And just enhance your vocabulary. Whenever you give answers, use the terms like illegal migration, then hybrid warfare, drone smuggling, safe havens for the insurgent groups, checkbook diplomacy of China, salami slicing strategy of China's, creating the strategic ports around uh, India using its string of pearl strategies. All of these things we have to prepare. Any doubt to anyone till now? Then one of the major issue that is happening, that is the West Asia energy crisis. We all know the Iran-Israel war that is going on. Again, West Asia has been a conflict-prone region from the very past. We know the ideological differences between Iran and Israel. Also, US thought that Iran can become a nuclear country. So just to prevent the expansion of the nuclear program of Iran, US and Israel, they went and did this full-fledged war with Iran, US and Israel. Okay, so now what are the impacts of this Iran and Israel war on India? Everything we will prepare in international relations, we will prepare it from the perspective of India, how India is going to be impacted. Now, because of this war, there is closure of Strait of Hormuz. Okay, all the important places that come in news. Prepare, see their location of the map. Where is Strait of Hormuz? In today's UPSC Civil Services paper, we also saw a question of Strait of Hormuz. Right? So we should be aware about the locations of all these countries. Iran, Israel, Strait of Hormuz. It is connecting which two ocean bodies, then it is surrounded by which all countries. And because of the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, how Indian economy is getting affected. We see the shortage of LPG, we see the shortage of petrol, natural gas basically. Okay, then whenever there will be war, the first problem that the security agencies of the country has to face is the problem of getting the Indians back to the country, or getting the people of the Indian origin back to the country. And if West Asia will come under crisis, then our remittance economy will also decline. So, how to manage diaspora and energy, that is the main core concern of India with respect to the Iran-Israel war, and we have to prepare only these issues. Then, like India, China, India, Pakistan, there is the perennial problem between US, Russia, and this US Russia Ukraine war that is also going from from a much longer time. So that also we'll have to prepare. So just see what were the reasons for the Russia Ukraine war. What are its impact? How India got impacted? And what steps, like India is on which side? Whenever they try to trap you to take one side in any war, your answer should be straightforward. Sir, the India, as the government officer, my take will be that whatever the government of India's take will be, and as a government employee, our main mandate or our first mandate is to serve the national interest. So whatever we think is our national interest, any step that will preserve our national interest, I will take that side only. So you don't have to get trapped in any such questions where they try to ask you to take anyone's side. Just say politely, as a government official, government of India's stance is my stance, and nothing is above the interest of my country. Anything that protects my national interest, that will be done by me. Okay. So basically, this formula you have to adopt to prepare any IR related question. Just see what are the different global geopolitical events that are happening. Then we have to prepare how it is going to affect our internal security, how the security of India is vulnerable because of that global event. And as an IBSA officer or as an IBACIA officer, what intelligence you will be able to provide to the different agencies in your country so that they can decrease the impact of such an event on India. So this is what is required from you. So whenever you are preparing any question on international relations, think from this perspective. I guarantee you, you will be able to answer each and every question. For example, suppose US pulled out of Afghanistan. If you would have given interview then, or they ask you that what could be like, what is the significance of this event for India? So obviously, due to the US pullout of Afghanistan, radicalization will shift to Jammu border. So what we then need to do, we need to tighten the electronic surveillance. We have to gather the local through local networking. We'll gather the intel input. So that is what is expected out of you as an IBSA officer. और आपसे वो लोग जो सिचुएशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है ना, वो भी ऐसे ही पूछते हैं. लेट मी जस्ट गिव यू ब्रीफ अबाउट द सिचुएशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस ऑल्सो. वो आपसे पूछेंगे, मतलब आपको जान के ट्रैप में फंसाएंगे कि सपोज कोई आपके बेस्ट फ्रेंड है, उसके अगेंस्ट अगर आपको कोई इन्वेस्टिगेशन करनी पड़ी तो आप क्या करेंगे? तो योर आंसर शुड ऑलवेज बी, सर माई पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट कैन नॉट कम in way of my job. If I'll have to investigate against my father, my parents, my friend, anyone, I'll do the unfair, I will do the fair and the neutral investigation. Okay, because my main job is to serve the national interest. My national security is of the prime importance to me, nothing else, no personal relation. I will be completely neutral, completely objective. Integrity is the principle that I believe in, and I will do whatever is needed to do. So this is how they will give you the situation based question, कि आप अपने पेरेंट्स पे स्पाई करोगे, आप अपने फ्रेंड्स पे स्पाई करोगे, या अगर आपके पास ऐसा केस आता है कि जहाँ पे आपके नियर एंड डियर वंस इन्वॉल्व है तो आप क्या करोगे। तो आपको तब बिल्कुल कॉन्फिडेंस से आंसर देना है कि चाहे कोई भी आए मेरे सामने, आई विल जस्ट सर्व my role as an IB officer. Nothing comes first to me. Okay, so I will suggest you कि just make a list of the various IR related issues. So like I can provide you some, like obviously prepare the Iran Israel war, prepare the Russia Ukraine war, because still the questions are being asked from these topics. The questions were asked in IB ACIO interview as well, so they will ask you in IB essay interview as well, and especially after the PM's speech that indicates that yes, global economy is under threat due to the Iran Israel war, they will still ask you the questions. Okay, then there are certain disease breakout in Africa. We have the Ebola crisis going on in DRC, in Democratic Republic of Congo. So prepare that. We have the issue of the Hanta virus on a Spanish ship. Okay, so prepare this Hanta virus. What else? Then the China policy you will prepare. Then the recently we had the PM visit to the various Nordic country. Recently, the third Nordic summit has happened. So please prepare this summit. Prepare PM's visit recently to Netherlands, to UAE, okay, to Italy, then the Nordic countries. He went there. So prepare all those things. Okay, so these are certain issues that you can prepare as of now, and if there will be any other issues, we'll let you know. Keep following us on our Telegram ID. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can reach out to us on IB Prep or WhatsApp us on these numbers for any doubt. And if you want to take admission to our IBSA free guidance program, I recommend you to please contact this number and get enrolled. Already many students are taking advantage of this free interview guidance program, and if you want to get your 1-to-1 mock interview conducted, so we are conducting 3 mock interviews at just 500 rupees. You can enroll yourself over there so that you get the feel of the real interview. All your hesitations will get over, and we should be completely confidently prepared, right? And also we are in the discussion of launching the IB ACIO foundation batch. Yes, Suraj sir is in discussion with the faculties to launch the IB ACIO foundation batch. So it's a very good news for all the IB aspirants. We are coming up this ACIO foundation batch, and it's a golden opportunity for you to prepare for the IB examination, because IB examination is much predictable than the other competitive examinations. Like you would have seen today's UPSC civil services paper, the unpredictability of the questions, the difficulty level of the questions are increasing day by day in the UPSC examination. So this IB exams provide you a very good plan B. I recommend to all the aspirants to please prepare for IB and get yourself secured by getting one job. And it's a very high paying, a very reputed job, right? Yes, Sushant. Sushant, you want to ask anything?
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes, you are.
Ma'am, I had a few doubts.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, since I completed my graduation from VIT Bhopal, I chose a residency program for my graduation. So should I prepare for that time as well? Like about
Sorry,
Bhopal or
from where did you complete your
ma'am,
graduation?
ma'am from Vellore Institute of Technology, Bhopal.
Okay. So, what is your question that you have to prepare?
Prepare for like things about Bhopal as well.
Yes.
Okay, and in the SSQ form, since they
Hmm.
are asking for my uh, residency background, like where have I stayed in the
Hmm.
last few years,
Hmm.
so what should I do for that? Uh, do I have to write Bhopal as well in there since I was doing BTech over there?
So, like, it was how many years back?
Ma'am, in 2025 I came back to Delhi. Before that, I was staying there only.
So you can write, yes, you were residing in program, you were there for your BTech.
Okay. And ma'am, from apart from this, should I include my previous school as well? Like when I was way small, younger, like primary school.
No, 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 no. Like
Okay,
main
only
school,
like
like 10th, 12th.
10th, 12th. Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
And ma'am, is it okay if I can joke slightly there in the interview?
Like jog
Like,
slightly means?
like if circumstances arise, can I joke slightly before them?
Okay, joke.
Joke, yeah, Joke.
Okay, I got it. But that will depend on the situation. Now, how can I tell you?
That's what I'm saying. Like if the situation permits, it will be, will
See,
be fine.
I would say that please allow them to first like have that light conversation with you. If
Okay,
you see them going in that direction, then like you can participate in that conversation,
okay, but not drive
right?
myself.
Yeah, but don't initiate it from your end.
Okay,
Don't crack a joke from your end at the first instance.
okay, ma'am. Sure thing.
Okay.
And ma'am, one main major doubt I had is what should I study in my graduation thing?
You
Like
have
it's
done
so
BTech in
diverse.
which?
Computer
In which?
science.
In computer science, na. So see, mostly just prepare. Don't like they will not ask you the coding languages and all.
Okay,
Okay, even if they ask you, just you can politely answer ki sorry, like I cannot recall at this moment.
okay.
But from the perspective of security, just prepare the cyber security very well.
Cyber security.
Yes. So, what are the different cyber threats? Just go into the basics of those cyber threats, like what is phishing?
Okay.
Okay, like child
Ah, I got your
pornography.
point. I got your
Yeah,
point.
and especially and nowadays, like the artificial intelligence. So, how does they work? What is
Okay.
LLM? Right? What is the
And
function
how
of the
can it
LLM?
contribute in say a bureau?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Sure thing.
Okay.
Um, I had one more doubt. I'm forgetting it. Ma'am, one more thing. Will
Hmm.
you be conducting an offline mock interview, at least one, for Delhi aspirants?
For offline, as of now, though we don't have any plan. But if we get a lot, like we get a large amount of students, and we can think about it. So right now, it is
I don't think large amount of students would be asking this because since they are from all over the India,
hmm. So
diversity.
see, for offline, you will have to contact on these numbers that I have given you. But as of now, we have the online. But in online, you also get like you get the feel of the real interview, right?
I get that, ma'am, but like
Hmm.
physical touches are important for an interview. It
Yeah,
will
see,
give
we can
confidence
get
of
you.
another
Yeah.
level. I mentioned the same thing yesterday also in the group, mock interview group.
Okay, okay. So see that is right now, so we don't have that facility, but I hope in the upcoming, for the upcoming IB exams, we'll be having that facility.
Okay.
Okay, so right now it
Just
is online. Yeah.
initiate this thing for once. Like ask your team
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, yeah, exact. Okay, I'll try my best.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Anjuman, regarding your doubt, your mock interview will be scheduled as early as possible. The team is preparing the schedule for the already enrolled students. Don't worry about it. Like by the first week of the June, your 3 mock interviews will be done. Hello, yes, Anshuman. Any other doubt, Anshuman?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, hi, how are you?
Ma'am, I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
मैम आई वाज आस्किंग दैट मेरा इंटरव्यू 11 तारीख को लगा हुआ है, तो मैम कैन यू गिव मी अ शेड्यूल कि जिससे मैं प्रिपेयर कर पाऊँ कि इंटरव्यू में कितनी मतलब गैप्स रहेंगे कि जिससे मुझे टाइम मिल जाए इसको प्रिपेयर करने के लिए।
श्योरली आपको कल तक आपका शेड्यूल मिल जाएगा।
मैम एंड आई एम ऑल्सो टॉकिंग अबाउट ऑफलाइन इंटरव्यू, अगर एक एटलीस्ट एक इंटरव्यू हो जाता तो इट्स गुड फॉर मी। मैं दिल्ली का भी हूँ, जैसे मुझे दूर भी नहीं जाना पड़ेगा, अगर ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है तो मैम
जैसे
प्लीज
हाँ,
लुक इनटू इट।
like I told previously also, right now though we don't have that thing, because we are also just figuring out the things, but surely if possible, if within 1 week we come up with a decision, we'll let you know.
Okay, ma'am, I have no issue, and I have also time, so you can think about it.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today, and keep following the Telegram channel and keep following our YouTube channel for the information related to the IB exams.